Hello and welcome to my video. I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to try something with waves again, but in kind of a different color choice. I seen that on ClairesCraftyCorner. Claire made almost the same choices in colors that I did, and I really liked it so much that I had to try it myself. So what I did here first, I taped up my box with some painter's tape so nothing will, even if it runs over the edge, it will not stain my wooden box that I have underneath there. And as you can see, I painted the box with the colors that I want to use. And I didn't really make sure that this was like really in a good manner, because probably you won't see it underneath the resin anymore anyhow. So the first thing I did, I put some beach onto my box, but as you can see, there's way too much resin and less sand in my mixture. So what I did here, I just poured some sand over it, and you see the resin just like emerges the sand to one surface. And if you don't have no ocean near beside you, just take bird sand that you get at the pet store. It works just as well. The next thing are going to be the colors, and it's going to be first yellow, then red, then purple, and then blue. I let this run a little faster for you because the video is already really long. I make sure that the resin goes really up to the edges and yeah, really gets all over the surface for a smooth finish on that layer. To a beach there belong some shells, and I put them on there and stick them in really good. If you're like me and you're not the big painter, you can use your phone and put a piece of paper on top of it. Just paint the outlines of this manta that I have there and the stingray, and yeah, this works just as well. You just choose your image and yeah, you cut it out, and then you can just trace it onto your design. The other good thing with that method is that you can choose the placing of your design and you can change it before you paint it on there. I took a permanent marker and just drew the outlines of this stingray on top of my resin, after it's cured, of course. With black acrylic paint, I painted my stingray there, and I put a stinger on the back, and yeah, this is it. So now we are going to make the waves, and it didn't really work for me as good as I wanted to. I think it's because my nozzle of my heat gun is not like flat. Uh, it's round, and this is probably because my resin gets blown out way too much. But I have to fix that someday. I have to get me another one or some nozzles. So I'll put resin on top of there, the clear one, and I'm just spreading it throughout the top, but not on the sand. So I mixed up a small amount of resin with white resin paste, and I'm putting it right in front of the clear resin, not on top, in front of it, and not on the beach piece. What you see me doing here is putting the clear resin right against the white resin because, yeah, they didn't touch yet. And I've seen that on Claire's videos too, on one of them, that she lets the white resin sit a while before she blows it out. At first, I heat up my resin all over just to make it a little bit runny, and then I start blowing my first wave out. And as you can see, because my nozzle is so wide, that doesn't really work. It does blow out the whole white color, which I really didn't want it to do, but yeah, it probably doesn't work this way. So I get another one soon. The first blowout just took all of the color from the edge of the scent away, and I didn't like that. So I put another line of white resin on there in an attempt to save this wave somehow, but I really didn't like it the way it looked now. So in a desperate attempt, I'm trying to putting another wave on top of there and blowing it out, and yeah. We'll see. It didn't really work out the way I planned it either. On the right side there, can you see the cells that have been built? But sadly, they went away when the resin moved, and yeah, I was so sad about that. I decided to put another layer with waves on top of the first one once that was cured, and I really think that did work the way that I wanted, but maybe you make up your own mind looking at it and then you tell me in the comments what you think. If you like my video, just leave me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that a whole lot and you would help me a great deal with that. Leave me a comment if you have questions. Tell me how you like this project, what I might have done wrong. Any suggestions, I appreciate that also. If you would share my video or subscribe to my channel, this helps a great deal. So I hope I see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye. We're about finished, and as you can see here, it dripped off the box a lot. And because I put painter's tape there, I don't have to do any more work than necessary to get rid of those drips and everything else that's on the sides of that box. And yeah, this works really a great deal. Yeah, and I will get rid of the paper sticker there too when I'm finished. I'll leave you some pictures in the sunlight.